All right. Well, welcome back to Miss Miko's channel, Learn the Correct Way. This is YouTube, and I have another interview from my second grandmother that's right here in Chicago, but I'm going to let her introduce herself because, again, I come from a line of beauticians. So, Grandma, would you tell the world what's your name, and if you want to, how long you've been around in this world?
Well, my name is Geneva Dooley, and I've been here for 90 years now. And I'm very proud and thankful to be here.
That's right. Thank you, Grandmommy. Thank you. So I hope the world heard that my second grandmother is 90 years old. We're talking about almost a century.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've seen a lot come and go, haven't you?
Yes, indeed.
So let's start. Let's start because I know you have a lot to talk about. We're not gonna get into that. I want to go directly into hair.
Okay.
From when you started, can you tell the world how you started and what made you want to do hair? Let's start there.
Well, when I came back from Texas to Chicago, I was about 18, 19 years old. And a friend of my mother said that since I didn't have a job, that it would be nice to learn how to be a beautician. So that's what made me think about it. Well, the main thing I wanted to do was to finish the last year of high school because I hadn't finished that. So then I went and registered in Wyndham Phillips, and then I decided to go and learn how to be a beautician. So from school, I would go to be the beautician. You have to put in so many hours, you know. So many hours. And the Saturday, I'd be there all day long for a whole 8 hours.
And what was you doing on Saturday, Grandma?
Right there, learning how to do hair, washing and shampooing people's hair.
What did you learn? What was the main thing? What was one of the main things you learned in beauty school that stuck out to you that you really like to do?
Oh, I enjoy curling the hair.
Curling the hair. Why did you like doing that?
Well, for one thing, when we were coming along before they were pressing hair, we didn't know how to curl. We couldn't do anything with the hair. We couldn't curl it. And so at that time, we didn't have anything else to do but try to learn how to curl the hair. Because years ago, before, I can't think of the lady's name now, before she came along and bought in the hair business, we weren't doing anything, just washing and washing and oiling our hair. That's all we did. We rolled it up in strings at night to make it straight.
Okay, let's stop right there.
Yeah.
Tell the world. Back then, y'all didn't have those Marcel irons. All you could do was... What did you do to curl the hair?
We rolled our hair up on strings.
On strings?
Yeah, and then the curlers came out, and then we started using the curlers for our hair then.
Oh, let's go back. Because I want the world to make sure they understand that my grandmother is of age. We're talking about a mature, wise woman. And sometimes we don't take time out to talk. And right now, I didn't even know that. So this is amazing to me because I knew about the paper bag rolling. And I knew about tearing your sheets, to wrap the hair around. But you said to keep the hair straight. You back then, y'all didn't have a curling iron?
No.
You didn't even have a pressing comb, huh?
No, we didn't have pressing comb then.
And then you just went, you curled the hair with strings.
That's
right. Back then, we didn't have no other choice but to do what to the hair?
Well, we just put the strings on it to make it curly. So, once you take strings out, it would be kind of curly. It would be straight. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be just straight, just hanging down. So, once you put the strings on it and took the strings out, then it was curly.
It was curly.
It was looking beautiful then.
Now, this is amazing to me. Now, when the Marcel irons and the straightening comb came out, where were you and what were you thinking about? And what changed hair when you start using those tools?
Well, when my dad got married to his second wife, and my stepmother came, she was only 26 years old, and I was about 13 then. Yeah, so she was only about 12 years older than me. And she came to our house and was trying to use a pressing comb to do her hair. And my dad told me, well, you can't get your hair pressed because your mother have a fit if you do that. He was telling me. And he was telling the truth because when I came to Chicago, he said, oh, Janine, what have you done to your hair? And she made sure it didn't get no more pressing after that.
Right.
Right, so we just washed it and curled it with this. Well, she didn't put strings on, but we just washed it and she brushed it real good and braided it nice and tight. So when she took it down, then it did look like it had been curled.
Right.
Yes, indeed.
So it looked like it had some curl to it.
It looked like it had been curled. Mm-hmm.
So ever since then, let the world see your hair if you turn your head and let them see. That's natural hair.
Yeah.
At its finest. You're 90 years old. That's right, Grandma. Turn around so they can see that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Bless your heart.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
90 years old, and you still press and curl your own hair.
Yes, I do. You know why?
Come on
Because
around, Grandma.
If you go to a beauty shop, first thing they say, we're going to cut it off. Because it's too long. My fingers can't do that.
Right.
It gets cramped. That's what they tell me. So after I got that kind of treatment, then I said I just do my own hair.
That's right.
Yeah, I did my own hair, and it's good enough.
Now, Grandmommy, now I know you around. We talking about almost 100 years, and I really appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so much. But I want to know, when relaxers came around, what did you think about them? What did you think about that when that came around?
I thought about. The people would say, if you put that on my hair, and it comes out, because you know at that time when they washed the hair, and you could see some of it in the face over. Yeah. And then my Earl told me, you better not put that on anybody's hair, because they're going to be getting after you. So I made sure I did not put no hair conditioner like that on the people's hair, because I didn't want to be responsible for the hair coming out.
That's right.
I always washed and curled their hair. And it was just fine.
It was just fine.
Yeah.
And you can get it just as straight with pressing.
Just as straight. Yes, that's right. And it looks better because it's got a natural body to it.
Yes, natural body.
Yeah, natural body.
That's right. What's other benefits of being natural? Why do you like that? Why did you choose not to give your clients a chemical?
Just like I said, I just liked seeing the hair had bounce to it.
That's right.
It wasn't all stuck so close to the head. And it was always beautiful. And if you didn't like the way you had curled it one day, you rolled it up in curls at night and comb it out another way the next day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, what do you do when your hair reverts or go back to its natural pattern?
Just curl it again. You know, the weather's hot.
Right.
You need to curl it again, then you just go ahead and give yourself a hot comb and curl it again.
Well, you know what? That's one thing I think the world needs to understand, that we lost patience. This generation, we're very impatient, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Tell us about ourselves, Grandma.
Well, I think they're impatient because they want to go to the beauty shop and get waited on right away, you know, because they've been sitting there for hours. Sometimes you sit there for 3 or 4 customers before she get to you. So then they decide to go get a wig. Wig on their head. All they have to do is put the wig on their head and go about the business. So I'm sure the beauticians will lose a lot of
customers. Right.
Yeah.
What's the difference in us cosmetologists today compared to you guys back in the day?
Okay, back in the day when we came along, we just curled our hair and went on with whichever style you wanted. But now, they go and get the perms. And then if they don't have time to get the perms, then they go get the wig. And the wigs are just fine. All they have to do is put it on their head and go on about their business. Come back, take it off, and put it away for another time.
That's right. Now, do you notice a lot of women nowadays, their hair is falling out, just coming out? It doesn't look as healthy.
Yeah, you can tell it. You can tell it when they've had the perms on there too long. The hair is all stringy, and it's not even. And you should not go with your hair looking like that. You should definitely cut it off.
Say that again.
Even.
That's right. When their hair is looking like that, what should they do?
So bad to go and trim your hair off so it will look better.
That's right. A lot of people are scared to get their ends trimmed. Why is that?
Well, they shouldn't mind, because that's what makes the hair grow evenly, and then it behaves better when you comb it or you curl it or whatever you do to it. You definitely should always keep the ends. I always keep my ends trimmed. Yeah, well,
it looks good.
All the time.
You're just a pretty little lady. Just a pretty thing. Now, do you think, what kind of advice would you give someone that says, hey, I want my hair to grow long and I want it to just grow down my back?
Oh, yeah. No need of saying that, because you're not going to get that kind of hair if it's not in your genes.
Ooh, say it again, Grandma.
If it's not in your genes, you're not going to get it.
You're not going to get it.
So no need promising that, because they'll always hold you to it. They'll say, why is my hair growing? What are you doing? It's not growing.
Right.
So the best thing is don't ever tell them anything like that, because they will try their best to hold you to that promise.
That's right.
And you cannot give anybody anything that's not in their genes.
That's right.
That's for sure.
And does the food we eat, does it have a lot to do with our hair too?
Yeah, that's right. Sure. Because if you don't eat the right food, your hair is going to start being brittle and break off. But if you eat the right food and 3 meals a day like you should, then it's going to grow.
That's right.
Yeah,
now, if we eat 3 meals, Should it be junk food and fried chicken?
Definitely, you don't need no junk food. But we all like junk food, but make sure you eat the regular 3 meals anyway, and then you add junk food to that.
Right.
Yeah, you can do that. Mhm. Because in the first place, you should have had customers years ago, and these customers are going to stay with you. They're not going anyplace. They'll stay right there with you. Because I had a lady say I did for 25 years and beyond. See, I think it's really about 30 years. And the only reason why I stopped doing her hair for her, because she had a granddaughter, and the granddaughter had learned how to be a beautician, and it was nice to give her some practice. So I let her go to her granddaughter.
What about the person that does not know how to keep a client? I mean, or they never got a client, or they want to do hair and they want to help people to look beautiful.
Well, you know, when I first learned how to do hair, I did all of my friends' hair in high school. Wouldn't pay, but wasn't charged but $2 at that time. And all the friends I knew, I'd go to their house and did the hair for them. And then when I got so I had a place of my own, I lived with my husband's grandmother, and she said I could do hair there. And it was really wonderful because the customers came there. I washed their hair in the face bowl, curled their hair and everything, dried it like I would do if I had a regular beauty shop. Wasn't in trouble at all. And they went home and came back with another time, and came back another time. When I moved, then I let them know that I was moving to another place and they could come to that place. And so you want to keep them. You don't want to let them go.
Right.
Because they don't want to let you go.
That's right. Especially if you're a good cosmetologist. Now, what are some of the traits of a good cosmetologist?
The good cosmetologist will always take good care of a customer. You're always going to be respectful to her. You're going to be glad to see her and do her hair like it's supposed to be done and expect her to come back the next time.
That's right. That's right. Now, one more question. I got to throw this out here.
Yeah.
Do you think we need a lot of products for the hair?
A lot of products? I think they got too many products.
They got too many products. Why do you say that, Grandmama?
Well, for one thing, myself, I got a lot of products here now. I have to read about them because I don't know how they work. But the old products, you knew right away what to do. So now they got all these new products, and you got to read about them in order to know how to use them.
That's right. You just don't use them right away, do you?
No.
You got to read about them.
That's right.
What are you reading for? You reading about what's in them, or what are you reading for?
I read about them so you know what's good, how to do the hair, and what's good for it, and if you really need this or not. Yeah, because some people's hair might not need that.
That's right.
Others might need it because you want it to look a little straighter and you give it a little bit more bounce and everything like that.
But basically, we don't really need a lot of product, do we?
No, we don't. We certainly do not.
Okay, what about oil in the scalp?
You always oil the scalp.
Okay, why you oil the scalp?
Well, you want to make sure the hair does not break off.
That's right.
Just to keep it moisturized, keep it from itching, and it will always grow. It won't break off if you don't oil it. It will not grow. You're going to break it off right away. So you want to make sure you take good care of your hair.
That's right. Well, give us some beauty tips, Grandma, while we closing out. Tell me some good tips that we should have. Any tips for the skin, the hair? What are some things that we need to be doing to make sure we look as pretty as you do when we get 90 years
Well,
old?
for one thing, make sure you wash your hair at least twice a month. Twice a month. That's every 2 weeks. Wash your hair, curl it, make it look beautiful, and oil it the next week when it's not the time to do it. You oil it. Always gonna put some oil on it. Brush it. Yeah, keep it looking beautiful when you brush it.
And what about eating? We eat healthy, right?
Please eat healthy food. Please do, otherwise you're not gonna have any hair.
Well, this is Miss Miko, and we're going to tune out. We got a good 14 minutes with a wise woman coming from Chicago, but she's not born from Chicago. Where are you born from, Grandmommy?
Latonia, Texas.
That's right.
97 miles from Houston.
And this is my dad's mom, and we love her so much. She's so wise. And yes, and we're dedicating this to Granddaddy. So I just want to say thank you and tell the world goodbye. And we will see them soon. Look at those fingers. You got hair fingers too. Let's see those fingers.
Oh, because I'm always took care of my fingernails. Well, even when I was a teenager, that's why I learned how. That's what made me think about being a beautician. But I like doing my nails.
They look pretty. You pretty too. Look at your skin too.
Thank you.
Why you keep your skin so clear?
Well, you wash your face morning and night.
That's right.